So, here we are. The first singles match for Casual Chaos under the Criterion banner. Well, since you last saw him, he lost twice in singles, but since then, he went on an impressive run in the free-for-all, and he, along with myself, went on to become team champions. Tonight, he's here to make an impact, move up the ladder, and get one step closer to that singles title. Zaddeus, I don't really know you that well. Probably a nice guy. I'm sorry, man. You're just in the way. It's just not your night. How you feeling, Matt?
I'm feeling pretty good about tonight. Like you said, Zaddeus, I've never crossed paths him before. I've watched a couple of his matches. He seems like a really cool guy. He seems really knowledgeable. So this should be a really interesting match. But unfortunately, like you said, I'm trying to get back in the singles and do some damage, and he's in the way.
Get it.
Well, what's going on, good people? It's me, the Z-A-D-D, the Z-Man Zaddeus Smith, and I am back in the movie Warzone. And by myself again. Like, by myself this time. But, you know, it's okay, because it's been a while since you've seen me in the Warzone. I mean, yes, I was in the free-for-all for just a minute, but hopefully tonight will be my grand return back to the Warzone. I hope I can get this W. I really hope so. But again, I have no idea. I've never played against a match against a map before in any medium with Multiplex. So this is going to be a fun, exciting match. At least I hope so. Because you know what I want the most. Whether I win or lose, I really just hope this match is entertaining for you, the people.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. We got a really good match for you today. We've got Matt, Casual Chaos Cuellar, going against Zaddeus, the Z-Man. On the desk, though, say we have Thomas Scully, Mischief Managed, represent Scully. How do you feel about this matchup?
I feel really, this match is a very interesting matchup because you have, on one hand, you have Matt Cuellar, who obviously 3 and 4 doesn't obviously reflect how good he is. I mean, 2020 has been his year. He was the MVP of the free-for-all. He won a team's belt, and now all of a sudden he's sitting here at singles at 3 and 4, and it's kind of a weird position for him to be in, to try and claw his way all the way back up to where a lot of people think he should be in singles. And then on the other hand, you have Zaddeus, who sits at 1 and 2, hasn't been here in a while, but his last match, he took Michael Campbell to sudden death. So he's a really good player as well. So I have no idea what's going to happen tonight, but I think we're in for a really good match.
Definitely. Yeah, so let's just, without further ado, let's just get into it. So introducing first, coming to the ring with 1 win, 2 defeats, it is Zaddeus, the Z-Man Smith.
What's up? What's up?
And coming to the ring second, representing Second Reel and the Criterion Collection, it is Matt, Casual Chaos Cuellar. Okay, well, now that everybody is in the ring, ready to rumble, we're going to get started. So we're going to go into the whiteboard round. You all know how it works. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right, you get a bonus question. So we're going to get started. I will give you your first question. In the category of animated, who voices the title character in the English dub of KIKI'S Delivery Service?
Have you ever tried a delivery service?
I feel like right now we all need delivery services.
Yeah. I just signed myself up for like Instacart or whatever it's called. Yeah. Groceries to my front door.
Exactly. And we're going to need answers in 5, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, pens down. We're going to start with Matt.
I gave the incorrect answer of Julianne Moore.
And Zaddeus.
I just picked the young lady, Kristen Bell. When the Studio Ghibli films, I have not seen that.
Zaddeus was kind of close. It's Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst.
Ah!
Yourself. All right, guys. Your second question comes in the category of dramas. The majority of Spotlight takes place during what decade?
Not to be confused with its sequel, Moonlight.
Ooh, really? See, those are two, like, I feel like those are two those are the two polar opposites in terms of.
Oh, definitely. They just won Best Picture one after the other, and they both have the name.
They're literally the exact opposite of each other.
I don't think exact opposite. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Zaddeus.
Might not be a good run. I put 2000s.
And Matt.
I also said 2000s.
Both are correct.
Both are on the board.
We're going to move on to the next question, category of directors. Who directed Life of Pi?
Did you read this book?
I don't read. That's not true. I do read some, but I did not read this book. No.
I'm in the minority where I didn't like the book and I didn't like the movie.
Fair. I think the movie
It wasn't my piece of pie.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, I'm so.
1. Pens down. We're going to start with Matt.
Ang Lee.
And Zaddeus.
Ang Lee.
Both correct.
All right, so both tied at 2. So we get into your next question, which is in the category of comedies.
Ha, 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 ha.
Movies that make you laugh. What is the full name of Eddie Murphy's character in the Beverly Hills Cop franchise?
You know, fun fact, I watched this movie for the first time a couple days ago. The first one. It's actually really good. It's very good.
It's very good.
Kind of been going on an Eddie Murphy binge through like a couple of days.
That's one of the best kinds of binge.
Oh, definitely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Going to start with Zaddeus.
Just make sure you stop after Adventures of Pluto Natch, please. Axel Foley.
That is correct. And Matt.
Axel Foley.
That is correct. We are tied up at 3-3. Now, your next question, category of war movies. Patton takes place during what war?
This is the Paula Patton biopic, right?
No, it is not. It is not
it's her during the making of Ghost Protocol and Baggage Claim.
No, Robin Thicke is not in this film, thankfully.
She didn't have any blurred lines.
We're gonna start 5, 4,
You know you want it.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go to Matt
World War II.
and Zaddeus.
World War One.
World War II is correct. So Matt taking the first lead here. Zaddeus still hanging in there.
All right, guys. Your next question comes in the category of movie release dates. Kirk Kowalkowski's favorite category. Elf was released in what year? I feel like you would be like an elf at the mall. Like you would play when you stand as elves.
Honestly, that makes so much sense. I feel like if I had to be like something, I would probably be the elf.
And not a happy one, like one of the very disgruntled ones that like
one of the ones from A Christmas Story.
Yes.
5, 4.
Which we're just throwing down the slide.
2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Zaddeus
This is probably gonna be my default answer for every year. 2001.
and Matt.
I said 2003.
That is correct.
So Matt takes a 2-point lead, 5-3.
Okay, we're gonna move on. I believe Scully, this is your question, right?
No,
Or no, this is mine.
I was-
I'm dumb. What 1963 horror film features performances from TIPPI Hedren, Rod Taylor, and Jessica Tandy? And the category is horror.
Horror.
Horror. RAR XD.
Oh God.
5, 4,
I don't want to see you for a while after this.
1. Pens down, pens down. Gonna start with Matt
The Omen.
and Zaddeus.
I put The Birds.
That is correct.
That's what we call a bang from long range from Zaddeus.
And
All right.
Scully, our final question.
Your ultimate question comes in the category of 90s. What famous singer plays Justice in the 1993 film Poetic Justice?
At least we're not asking about Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Hey. The 3-hour cut of that movie is great. You shut your mouth.
5, 4, 3.
You want to find the hell out of it's that movie.
Okay, we're gonna start with Zaddeus
Janet Jackson.
and Matt.
No, I said Tupac.
Zaddeus tying it up with the correct answer. Janet Jackson is correct. Tupac is in the movie, but he did not play Justice. So we're at 5-5, a tie game. As we're going to go into round 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. You're going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If you like what you spin, you can keep it. If you don't, you can spin again, but then you are stuck with it. So you're going to get 5 questions, whatever category you spin. If you get it right, you get 1 point or 2 points. You go to multiple choice, you get 1. Or if you get it wrong, the other person gets a chance to steal. So categories on our wheel tonight are 2010's comic book movie, spinner's choice, non-franchise Harrison Ford, which is Matt's strength, 2010's comic book movies being Zaddeus, biopics, action adventure, Will Smith, which is Zaddeus' strength, opponent's choice, 90s actor-actress filmography, which is Matt's strength, movies about social media, and directors. So, we're going to start. Oh, Matt, you are in the lead. You want to spin first or defer? Well, no, you're not in the lead. You're tied, but you are higher ranked. I'm an idiot.
There you go.
What do you think, Tom? So I'm thinking we let him spin first.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and let Zaddeus go first.
Okay. So,
Let's see how this
A
goes.
gentlemanly choice.
Zaddeus spinning first.
Spin that wheel.
And it lands on Zaddeus' strength of Will Smith. Would you like to keep that?
I'm gonna keep it just because I'm not that big of a gambler. So yeah.
Okay. Zaddeus sticking with his
Don't
strength.
go now,
And I'll give Zaddeus his questions and Will Smith. So your first question, Zaddeus and Will Smith. In 6 Degrees of Separation, what real-life person does Will Smith's character claim to be the son of?
Multiple choice. I think I know the answer, but let's see.
Your multiple choice options are A. Ray Charles, B. Sidney Poitier, C. Rick James, D. Richard Pryor.
I think it's Sidney Poitier.
That is correct for 1 point. Will Smith plays himself in a cameo in what 2004 film?
I feel like I multiple choice because I don't want to get the subtitle wrong. I feel.
Your multiple choice options are A. Jersey Girl, B. The Lady Killers, C. Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, D. 50 First Dates.
Well, I'm glad I went multiple choice because I was thinking a whole different movie, Jersey Girl. I was completely.
That is correct.
Wow.
Okay. What actor directed The Legend of Bagger Vance? Five.
Not looking too out. Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A. Robert Redford, B. Matt Damon, C. Bill Paxton, D. Kevin Costner.
Just because it was in my head, I'm gonna say Matt Damon. I know he's in it, but
That is incorrect, Matt, for the 1 point steal.
Robert Redford.
That is correct. Okay. What is the profession of Will Smith in Enemy of the State?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A. Detective, B. Lawyer, C. Political strategist, D. Computer programmer.
I'm gonna say lawyer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay. Wow.
And your final question, Zaddeus, in the category of Will Smith. What year does I, Robot take place during?
Yeah, I'm not gonna gamble with this one. Multiple choice. I have 2 years.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, 2020, B, 2027, C, 2032, D, 2035.
2020. Can you repeat the answer choices again?
Yep. A, 2020, B, 2027, C, 2032, D, 2035.
I'm gonna say D.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right, so at the end of Zaddeus' round 2, I have him at 9, but Matt with the 1 point steal gets himself up to 6.
That is correct. So now we're going to
That's rough.
bring up the wheel again and put Thomas in. And you land on Spinner's choice.
What do you think, Thomas?
I don't
Should I
know.
go for my strength or go for one of the regular categories?
Action adventure might be right up your alley.
Yeah. It's not strength difficulty, so it should be easier. But I am kind of curious what the Harrison Ford questions are, but we can always save those for another match. Let's do action adventure.
Okay. And Scully, you'll be giving Matt his question in action.
All righty. All right, so Matt, your first question in action adventure. What was the first Jack Ryan movie to star Harrison Ford?
Patriot Games.
That is 2 points. Your second question. Who directed Lethal Weapon?
Richard Donner.
That is correct for 2 more points. Question 3. In Point Break, Johnny Utah used to play what sport in college?
Football.
2 more points. Your penultimate question. How many films did Clint Eastwood play the character of Dirty Harry Callahan?
I'm going to do multiple choice.
I can do that for you. Is it A2, B3, C4, or D5?
Let's say D5.
That is correct for a point. And your last question in action adventure. In Fast 5, the villain Reyes moves all of his money into a safe in what type of location?
Police station.
That is correct for 2 more points. We have 9 points in that round, so Matt is now up to 15 points to Zaddeus' 9.
Good job.
Zaddeus still has the opportunity to get some points going into round 3, as that is the pick your poison round. Each competitor is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-pointer from the following categories: sports, drama, action adventure, comedy, animated, actors and actresses, Denzel Washington, and 2000s. We're going to let them pick their categories right now, and we will get back to you right now. Okay, and we are back, and our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-pointer. Zaddeus has picked animated for 1, comedy for 2, Denzel Washington for 3, and 2000s for 4, whereas Matt has picked 1 for 2000s, actors and actresses for 2, action adventure for 3, and Denzel for 4. We're going to start with Zaddeus since he's behind. Scully, would you like to give Zaddeus his 1-pointer in the category of animated?
Absolutely. All right, Zaddeus, you chose your 1-pointer in animation, and the question is, what does Aladdin wish for with his final wish in 1992's Aladdin?
He wishes for the genie to be free.
That is correct for a point.
Okay.
All right, so now we have your 2-pointer
In comedy.
in comedy. Your question is, in Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, the news station is excited to cover the pregnancy and impending birth of what kind of animal at the San Diego Zoo?
I don't like this movie. Is it? I get it right. Can I repeat the question?
I can do that. That is Zaddeus' first repeat. In Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, the news station is excited to cover the pregnancy and impending birth of what kind of animal at the San Diego Zoo?
This is a complete shot in the dark. I'm going to say a gorilla.
That is incorrect. The answer we had was panda. It was a panda.
Okay.
Panda. All right, so now we move to your three-pointer in Denzel, and you have to hit this in order to stay in the game.
So don't fail me.
All right, your three-pointer in Denzel Washington. Denzel takes a hospital ER hostage in John Q to demand that his son receive what medical procedure?
He needs a heart transplant.
That is correct for 3 points.
Nice.
Big 3 points for Zaddeus. Now we go to Zaddeus' 4 in 2000. If you hit this, you bounce it back to Matt. But if you miss, Matt Cuellar takes home the victory by TKO.
Okay.
Your 4-pointer in 2000s. What is the name of Elijah Price's art gallery in Unbreakable?
Repeat the question.
All right, that's your second repeat.
You have one more left.
What is the name of Elijah Price's art gallery in Unbreakable?
I know he wanted, but I just don't. I'm not gonna waste anybody's time with this. I think. Well, I don't know. Heroes and villains.
And your winner by way of technical knockout, it is Matt Casual Chaos Color. The correct answer was limited edition. Limited edition.
Okay. Yeah, I
So now we're going to go into the post-match interview, starting with our winner tonight, Matt Cuellar, and his manager, Thomas Eames. Matt, Thomas, how are you feeling about the victory here?
I feel really good. I think that was a really good match. I mean, we were tied at the end of round 1, so that was really cool. And then round 2 was Zaddeus did really good with his strength. And then I got the spinner's choice, and I just kind of chose to go an easier route and leave the strengths for another match, and that kind of paid off for me. So
yeah, man. I was gonna say, I mean, he put up a hell of a match himself. It's just you got spinner's choice and that 4-pointer, man. That was a tough. That's definitely a tough, unbreakable question.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. But now, Matt, you're back to 4-4. You're probably going to have a high-ish seed in the tourney. Who do you want to see in the tourney? Who do you want to face in the tourney?
Oh, there's actually like a whole bunch of people I'd like to play. I mean, I've some people I've already played before over here. Jake, I'd love to have a match with Jake, and that'd be fun. Brian, I think our strengths kind of sync up, so I think that'd be a really interesting match. But I mean, there's also a lot of new players who I've never even played before, so I think there's going to be a lot of interesting matchups. So I just look forward to having fun.
Definitely. So now we're going to go over to somebody who you played a really, really good game, Zaddeus. You played a heck of a game. So how are you feeling after that?
Yo, even though I lost, and that last question came down to a movie I just saw for the first time last year, so I feel fine. I'm okay with it. My first round, I think we did great. So I have fun, and I'm happy to be back in the world for real. So I'm happy. It was a fun match and it was a fun night.
Yeah, definitely.
Congratulations to Matt again. Yeah, that strategy is nice.
Yeah, they played a really good strategy game. But I want to talk about you. You have gone toe to toe and head to head and gone, point for point with some of the best players in the league. I think your next match, you're probably going to get somebody easier, and I think you're going to get a win. And I think you are going to be somebody to really look out for towards the second half of the season, because I think you're a sneaky kind of good. You're very, very good. I think your record doesn't reflect that. I think you are not a 1-3 player. You just happen to have some bad luck. I think you had a fantastic run tonight.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to whenever my next match is, because I really like Warzone. I really do.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we will definitely be trying to get you a match towards the second half of the season after the singles tournament. When we do, is there anyone you want to call out? Anyone you're like, oh, I'd love to play them?
I'm not that bold yet, because when I think of call out, I think about shooting for somebody at the top, but I don't want another KO. So no, I'll just wait and see. And then if I do feel like calling out, I'll just make a little post on the Facebook wall. Maybe, you never know.
Fair enough. So we're going to go back to Scully at the desk. Final thoughts, Scully?
Yeah, this was a great match. I like matches where it comes down to smart strategy. I think Cuellar and Eanes had a very good strategy going into round 2. Take the more broad category, save the strength questions for maybe a tougher match down the line, one where that could get him, in the tournament or a title picture or things like that. But yeah, he played a smart game, and Zaddeus had some really good polls. He hit his first 3. He hit his 1 and his 3 in round 3, and that was huge. That Denzel poll was massive. Just that it's a tough, unbreakable question that not a lot of people would have known. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah. But I do want to point out the really good strategy from Thomas and Matt here. I think something that people sometimes forget is that more specific, like niche strength categories, tend to be tougher than the more broad categories that are just there. So it was a good strategy from them, and ultimately it worked out. We will be seeing both these players again this season. So from Thomas and Matt and from Zaddeus and from this Thomas, this has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. Have a good one.